See, told you we had sponsors.
And now back to
the Opie and Anthony Show.
All right, we're going to move on, but me and Ann are discussing Shaq Balloon, and we just figured out another one. When Shaq Balloon finally touches back down to Earth,
yes,
the final shot is Shaq moving his head where his chin is in his chest.
Yeah.
And then Shaq's head, moves backwards to land on the ground as well, even though his body's already on the ground.
Yeah, Chris Angel's kind of like looking like he's laying Shaq gently down on the ground.
Yeah.
And the only way to kind of show that with the real Shaq laying on the ground is the only part, like his head kind of drifts
back down toward the ground because the rest of his body's already on the ground because it's the real Shaq now. Of course, you got to switch out the Shaq balloon.
Yeah.
But when he's floating, his head is not in the up position.
Yeah, his
it's
head
stiff as all hell. Plus the fact he's in a trance, so Shaq would never move his fucking head at all.
No.
God, he stinks at presentation. Yeah, watch this. Watch.
How do you fuck up Shaq Balloon?
It's going to make you laugh, Sam. Because remember, he's in a trance. His head would never move like that.
No. And then he looks around like, oh, I'm on the ground.
What happened? What happened?
He's stiff as a board.
Right. Yeah. He's stiff as a board, and his head's not in the up position.
He would just land flat.
Right. And
he wasn't a balloon, I mean.
Yeah, and he's in a trance, so his head wouldn't move at all. See?
Like that. Gently.
Yeah. So get me up here, guys. Get me up.
Oh,
what happened?
All right, we'll finally move on. Go back to Rob Ford in the Matt Lauer interview. You can start from the beginning because that was an hour ago already. This is your Rob Ford clip of the day. Where were we on this? I guess we don't have to go all the way back. What was he talking about?
Matt had
he said he disgraced the office.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Let's hit this.
You said as we were sitting down here, you said what happened in city council chambers is unprecedented. It's never happened before. What went on in there?
They basically took away 383,000 people who voted for me, their rights.
You have brought disgrace to this office, and you know that's true.
I'm embarrassed. Not just myself, my family, my friends, my supporters, the whole city. I take full responsibility for that. We've all made mistakes, Matt. I'm not perfect. Maybe you are. Maybe other people are.
Nice.
That's right.
I've made mistakes. I admitted to my mistakes.
When the questions began to circulate around you, Mr. Mayor, and people started to ask you about the use of crack cocaine, you played a game of semantics. They asked you were you a crack addict, according to you, and you said no.
I'm not. And they said, do you use crack cocaine? No, I don't use crack cocaine. No. Have I tried crack cocaine? Yes, I've tried crack.
That's a game of semantics. And the best excuse I heard you give for using that crack cocaine was I was in a drunken stupor. And I'm wondering, is that supposed to make anybody feel better?
No, not at all. But show me the video, even according...
What does the video matter?
Because I want to see it, because according... I can't even barely remember it. I was very, very inebriated.
Well, I just want to make sure we all understand. You're not in any alcohol treatment program?
No, I'm not in
any drug treatment program.
I have a weight issue. I've been training every day. All I can say, Matt, action speaks louder than words.
This guy's the
I
best.
invite you to come back. Give me 5 or 6 months. And if you don't see a difference, I'll eat my word.
It's very simple. Show me any
my word.
mayor
I'll
in
eat
North
my
America
hat.
right this second that has done what he has done. He saved the taxpayers $1 billion.
Councilman, I would expect you to sit here and defend your brother.
I'm telling you facts.
I know. I think it's loyal, and I think it's wonderful.
Facts.
Have you ever been worried about him?
Yeah, his weight issues when he goes on a
No,
binge,
wait.
when he goes on a
binge.
if you want to call it a binge drinking, and I hear about it, yeah, it's concerning.
Binge
Do
drinking.
I know on a personal side? Has Rob been 100% honest? No, he hasn't.
Your brother brings up something interesting, Mr. Mayor, because he says you go out on a weekend and you maybe go on a little binge every once in a while.
Dumb
Every
brother.
weekend.
Not every
Okay,
weekend.
no.
Maybe I said every once in a while.
Let's retract that.
The wrong word to use. He goes, let's retract that.
Oh, I shouldn't have said binge. I shouldn't have said binge. Oh, boy, is his dumb. That was a great question by Matt.
Yes.
He's a very good interviewer.
Yeah, I'll say that.
I said, your brother said you go out on a weekend, you may go on a binge every once in a while. Not every weekend.
Absolutely.
Let's say you go on one of those binges and the phone rings in your office at 3 a.m. on a Saturday night and something
heard this
terrible's
yet?
happened in the city of Toronto.
Wait.
Terrorist attack, some other kind of disaster? Are you equipped?
I'm very.
Will you be capable and stable enough to handle it?
I'm very fortunate that hasn't happened. It's very few isolated incidents that has happened. You're absolutely right. I'm very fortunate that hasn't happened. But that could happen with anybody at any time. Say you were gone out drinking or you were drunk, and say something happened to your family. Hold on.
The lives of a million people aren't resting on my decisions.
Hold on. Say your son or daughter just got killed in a car accident. You're blasted out of your mind at 3 in the morning. Are you going to be able to handle that?
Oh my! I would take personal responsible for my family. You've got taxpayers and residents of this city depending on you.
And I take personal responsibility for them too.
Do you still want this job?
Absolutely. October 27th, let the people decide.
What if they say we want another guy like Rob Ford when it comes to the fiscal responsibility, but we want a guy who's going to elevate the office and not bring the baggage that Mayor Ford brought?
Find another Rob Ford.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a good job by Matt.
Jesus.
Really good job by Matt Lauer.
I like this little scenario there.
Wow,
Yeah,
Jesus. Brutal scenario.
You're
What a throw back at the interviewer.
You're plastered out of your mind.
What a terrible thing, though.
What if your kids died?
What?
Jesus Christ.
Come on there, Ron. We're all having fun here.
It's not about,
It's not about me.
really, it's about you.
Have a drink, buddy.
Family. It's
Calm
about
down.
fucking
Right.
national security. I don't know. He is... I mean, denial's the word I guess everybody's using, right?
And that beard looks pretty fucking stupid there, Lauer.
Yeah, what happens if you're hammered, plastered, and they say you got to shave that beard for your TV show, Matt, and you cut yourself shaving because you're hammered drunk on a binge, like my dumb brother said.
Yeah, if you want to call it a binge.
You know, yeah, I worry about my brother. Sometimes he's got the binge. He drinks like a fucking fish. He's stumbling.
Let's fast forward to that car ride home. Why the fuck did you say binge?
Oh, yeah.
You should have said no. You don't say binge.
I'm
You don't
sorry,
need to
Rab.
worry about me.
Sorry, Rab. I'm not as good as you are with these fucking prick reporters. That's all right. Let's go have a drink.
Why did you say binge?
You're lucky I didn't come back with, you with your hashish. Yeah, that conversation's got to be great.
I'd love it. That's the show.
Oh, yeah. Next time you say I binge, I'm going to rat out you on your fucking hash.
By the way, his TV show's been canceled.
What do you mean it was canceled?
Ford Nation.
Why?
It's a one and done.
No, he's retooling. PFG TV.
Well, see, it's part radio.
Part radio, part TV, part drunken politician.
Where's he at? Does he have a radio station yet? Because a lot of people are starting to feel bad for Scorch.
Scorch? No, he's got another media outlet.
Weird news. I saw he tweeted something about an offer coming in. He was all excited about it.
Well,
and then he tweeted that he was very angry with us.
Why is he angry with us?
Well,
we're giving him a lot of
we're
giving him a lot of listeners.
Listeners of this show go on his Facebook page and print awful things that he's got to remove every day because there are women that go to his site and he doesn't want them seeing that horrible stuff.
He has no problem with humor, but he wants it done in a classy way.
Got to be done classy, like Scorch class.
All right.
Weird news.
Some are odd and some deranged. Stories that are very strange. Weird news.
Can we just steal that? Yeah. Let's use it when we do weird news. Ooh, I'm going to be executed, Robin.
I thought the same fucking thing.
Did they execute him?
No.
He's
on death row since the early 80s.
1981 is
scumbag.
They caught him in 81. He's the guy that he's a racist, blamed for 22 killings, including, well, he didn't kill. He shot
Larry Flint.
Larry Flint as well.
He should be killed.
Kill that guy.
And he's been waiting to die since 81. And now that it's getting a little closer finally.
Larry Flint's fighting it, but I don't know why. He explained why.
Oh, yeah?
What a fatso Zimmerman is.
Look at those bitch there.
I guess he's dead.
Railing.
Oh,
He
good.
was just put to death.
Good.
Oh, when?
This came out 11 minutes ago.
What?
Wow.
He was executed.
It's your exclusive right there.
He might have got to stay for a few hours or whatever.
Oh,
You're talking about Joseph Paul Franklin, the white supremacist convicted of 8 murders, suspected in as many as 20, and who shot Hustler publisher Larry Flint. Yes, he was put to death.
He shot him over the interracial sex thing.
That was why Larry Flint was shot.
Not for being a pornographer?
No, it'd be because he showed the interracial sex.
Right.
What a piece of garbage this guy is. I'm glad they killed him.
Oh, so he's done. Okay.
Minutes ago.
Wow.
Goodbye.
What did they give him? The old blue fluid?
They should have let black guys fuck his mouth and ass.
Oh, man.
Then again, why should he go out having fun?
Holy shit.
All right, well, that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, @Opie Radio, @Anthony Cumia, and @Jim Norton.